He's one of my closest friends. He's an estimator for WC Construction. Not a good one. But that's okay, it's an estimate, right? I stole one of his jokes. He's also the fiddle player for the Will Carter Band. He's much better at that, by the way. He owns 3 bars and only 1 outfit. Y'all give a big Texas welcome to Mr. Bino.
Can I get a condom for this microphone, please? Thank you, Will. How you guys doing? Will's cool, you know, but he tell the whole truth. The thing is, I have several outfits. They just look the same, okay? But, you know, thing is, you guys probably spend, you know, weeks, months, years of your life picking out outfits 3 times a day and whatnot, you know, and think about how that adds up. But I'd much rather do things, instead of spending time picking out my outfit, I'd rather do something I love, which is eat comfort food, and it doesn't even show. You know? But, you know, I'm a very positive person, and as you probably can tell. And the thing is, I like my comfort food to have positive messaging, you know. And I was kind of down in the dumps because I was told I had to do this thing, not just 1 night, but 2 nights. And honestly, this is the hardest I've ever worked at something that didn't get paid or didn't get any action. But anyway, so I was feeling bad, and so I asked my buddy, hey, let's go get some sandwiches. You know, went to my favorite Italian spot, and they brought out 2 footlongs, and it came to our plates, and it said, mine said, and his said, don't give up, because they knew I was having a tough time, and that I might not do this gig. So I was like, yeah, that's cool. I started eating mine from the left side, he started eating his from the right side. Pretty soon I looked down, and mine said, give up, and his said, don't give. So I threw mine in the trash, and I ate his, but I did not spend any time getting dressed, you know? Anyway. Thank you, good night. I'm an estimator. You know, it's probably the best job in the world because, you know, the thing is, and he might be right. I mean, sometimes they're like, hey man, that estimate was a little off. I was like, well, it was a little estimate, you know? That estimate was way out, man. It was big. It was big. You know, you're way outside the mark. Well, it was a big estimate, you know? You can never be wrong, you know, when you're doing an estimate. But my real job is I get paid to hang out with Will Carter, so, and let me tell you, doesn't pay near enough, right? And I got 3 words, Nebraska. Ernie, you vouch for me on that one, right? Ernie, where you at? Ernie, you better be in here. All right. So, but no, I love what I do. You know, I've been in the construction industry for about 2 years now, and I haven't been fired yet. So I think it'd be cool if I got me an intern, and you know, there's he's showing the ropes a little bit. You know, there's all these terms that we use in construction we don't use in the civilian world. You know, like mullions and bollards and things. And I could be like, hey man, send him out to a job walk. How many bollards were in the parking lot? Okay. How many mullions were on the first floor? Okay. And then start making shit up like, how many Ferrignos were on the second floor? And how many Glasnards were and here's the thing, if they say, well, I don't know, man, I'll be like, well, okay, you need to study more, man. I mean, you need to learn your architecture, you need to watch your blueprints, you know, come on, you know, focus. Look at your keynotes, mofo. But then if they say like, hey, you know, there was 5, I'll be like, you're a liar, you know? And that's how you can get the good employees, you know. So, they said I'd be good at this because I'm a performer, you know, and it's true, I do music and stuff, but I do most of my performing in the bedroom, you know? Hey, hang on, you guys, your minds are in the gutter. You know, all these people's minds are in the gutter. I have a mirror on my closet, and I practice my routine. And I also have one in the ceiling, but I practice my routine. And, you know, I think actually that's why my girlfriend left me, because she caught me performing a little too much. That's neither here nor there. But anyway, yeah. So it's not based on a true story. But I love what I do, and you know, lots of people today, their minds are in the gutter. You know, you got, you know, like I said, speaking of, Will Carter's here tonight, and I'm not saying his mind's in the gutter. No. See, your mind's in the gutter because you think his mind is in the gutter. But here's the deal. We were in the hallway the other day, and he saw Patrick walk by, and he said, hey, look at that gutter head. And I busted out laughing. It was a real hard belly laugh because I thought it was ironic because his mind is in the gutter. So anyway, that's all right. But we got a lot of folks here tonight. We got some very special people. Like I said, Will Carter. If you don't know Will Carter, he looks like Woody from Toy Story. I should just leave it there. He looks like Woody from Toy Story without the cash. All right, that's Will's here, and so we've got let's see who else we got. I started thinking about what it means to be a failure, and I look at the audience tonight, and I realize all of you know what that means. But I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, like if your boss is younger than you. It kind of means, but I hang my head high. What does that even mean? Like, here's the deal. I have a really long neck, okay? It's really long. You know what that means? I have to wear very large scarves. But, it's hard to find ones that fit, honestly. But, the distance in age between myself and Will Carter is much less than that of, so I keep my well-hung head hung high. Because the distance in age is much less between, for me than it is for Will Carter and Patrick Stanley. Patrick Stanley's here tonight. Y'all make some noise. That's right. Now, for those of you who don't know Patrick Stanley, he kind of looks like Captain Kangaroo without the captain or the cash. But Patrick is here. Okay. He's a great guy. He really is. And if you guys ever need, go ahead, make sure. Patrick, they're clapping for you. Congratulations. If you guys ever need, like a email blast or, just some marketing or graphics or even just to come up to the computer and hit the letter P, don't ask that guy, okay? I think the only person that loathes technology more than Patrick Stanley is probably Unabomber, okay? And speaking of bombing, how am I doing? But the thing is, I was actually upset because they told me I was going first, and it didn't really jive with the whole, save the best for last kind of thing, And, it's kind of like, but then I thought, the real reason I'm pissed off is because I've actually seen some of these guys' routines, and I'm not saying it's not good, I'm just saying they're really bad. And I would have much preferred to go after them because they'd be even better than I am, but I'm doing all right, right? I'm trying to go fast because Patrick said, I was a bit long, that's what she said, but I'm trying to circumcise. And here's the thing, because he told me that, what happened now is like, it made me think of stuff, like my set is being circumcised, and the thing is, I'm very upset at my parents for not asking my permission, not that I needed it or anything, but anyway, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. After you're done raising money for this thing, you can help me out, maybe I can get it. But we got a lot of cool people in the house tonight. We got Sarah Stanley's here. Sarah does, she's like in charge of, she does something in their office. So she's there. Yeah, she's in charge. Thank you for bringing that up. She's in charge of Patrick. And, thing is, Sarah lives with Patrick. Sarah drives in with Patrick. Sarah goes to lunch with Patrick. Sarah leaves with Patrick. Sarah, if you're in trouble, blink twice. Okay? We also got my good buddy Dylan, very talented guy, Dylan Dostal in the house. Have any of you guys seen Dylan out there in the field working hard? Well, neither have we, but if you do, make sure you take a picture. There's 3 things that'll get you money in life. One is the Loch Ness, the second is Bigfoot, and the third is Dylan. So if you guys could send that to us, we'd be grateful, and then let's see what else. We have a new addition to our team, a PE by the name of Jacob Woolley. He's also a drummer. He likes to bang on things. That's what his girlfriend says. And he knows a lot of genres of music. Well, he knows a lot of genres terms. He knows the terms. I don't know if he knows me either, but he knows. He can tell you all the genres. thing about Jacob is he's a smart guy, he's talented, but we think he has, and I'm not making fun of this like the affliction, I'm making fun of the name, but we think he has a touch of the Asperger's, you know? And it's not like the full burger, it's not like a full-on burger, it's more like a slider. He has ass sliders. And I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, do you think he's got, Dad, do you think he's got Asperger's? And my dad was like, well, I don't know, how did it get up there? But that's not important, so, and let's see who else. We got our PM team, we got, I always screw this up because it's crazy. Our PMs have these names. It's Hayden, and Heidi, okay? But just to make things easier, as a team together, we're gonna start referring to them as Hades, okay? Anytime you send a message, please do this, please. I need your help. Let's work together. Let's make this happen. It'll be better for humanity. But anytime you send a message, an email, an SMS, a Teams meeting, a Zoom, whatever, just to be like, refer to them collectively and individually as Hades, okay? And the reason they're named Hades is because one of them is from Hades and the other one is going to Hades. No, I'm sorry, both of them are going to Hades, but they are here tonight. And also we've got William Tharp, who he's here. He's not in charge of the in-house operations. He's in charge of out-house operations, William Tharp. He did a great job doing the Pledge of Allegiance earlier, thank you, sir. And, you know, the thing about, I found out this earlier today, that Tharp is actually a term used in the Kama Sutra. If you watch my mouth, Tharp, the thing is, so apparently when you're doing the downtown business on a woman there, you know, you say Tharp, you know, if you say Tharp, apparently it's supposed to elicit some kind of positive response. I don't know, okay? You know, and Kip certainly doesn't know, but you guys try it out, let me know, okay? Hey, Hades, try it out tonight, let me know, all right? So I'm trying to move it along, and I'm trying to circumcise this thing, and now we got some trades in the house. Let's see, we got some drywall guys, yeah? Nothing dry about those guys. And then we got some painters. I think D&G's here, Daniel, in the house, yeah? Yeah, see, I knew Daniel for a while, and he's also a DJ, and he's about as good as DJing as I am estimating. So, but here's the thing. I used to talk to Daniel back in the day, and he was like, "Man, how you doing?" He was like, "Man, my hair's on fire, and I'm running around in circles." And I swear that paint chip eating mother is he was playing basketball with his kids for some reason, and he screwed up his leg, and he had to go get surgery in a third world country, and I'm pretty sure they attached his leg on backwards, because when I saw him the other day, he was walking around in circles. And but anyway, he's here, and I swear he used paint chips, because the other day we were at a barbecue, and they came up to us and they were like, "Hey guys, would you like some Fritos?" He's like, "Nah, take some Feldspar." But anyway, he's a real lead-headed kind of guy. Finally, we got some plumbers in the house. You know, my dad taught me 3 things. He said, never shake hands with a plumber. Never sit down on a toilet without paper. How many of you make that mistake today? And I'm not your real father, but, you know, that's real. So I'm a big time animal lover. We got any animal lovers out there? Shout out to Meow Meow at Pub 529. Especially, I love animals, especially when they're cooked right. You put garlic and butter on them, amazing. My friend's a vegan, and I have to walk around on eggshells around him, and he hates that, but that's not important. So I was thinking about what's the favorite part of the house. You know, I'm in construction, we do residential sometimes. What's the favorite part of the house for animals? And I was thinking, what's the favorite part of the house for a dog? The roof, okay? What's the favorite part of the house for a wolf?
The wolf.
The den. What's the favorite part of the house for a cat? That's F you, because you can't ask a cat that question. And the favorite part of the house is where you don't want them to be. Trust me. And then what's the favorite part of the house for a mule or a donkey or a jackass? That would be the hall. And speaking of jackasses, what's the favorite part of the house for Will Carter? That would be the gutter. I'm going to play you guys off. Thank you so much. I'm Bino.